Yes. Yes, hello dear students. Welcome to the new session. And on the request of the students, I have planned to conduct a session on push down automata. And in today's session, we will understand what is push down automata. And basically, our focus is on designing of it push down. So the objectives of today's session are the objective of this session are first of all, we will discuss about the introduction of PDA. We will discuss about introduction to PDA. Introduction to PDA. PDA stands for push down automata. And in the second part, we will discuss the construction of DFA. We will understand how to construct a DFA, that is construction of DFA. We are talking about construction of PDA, not a DFA, but a construction of PDA. So let us start with the first objective of today's session, that is the introduction to PDA. इससे शुरू करते हैं. We are starting with the first objective of today's session, which is the introduction to PDA. So let us understand. The first question came into the mind of the student, sir, what is the need of the PDA? We are discussing the introduction to PDA. Introduction to PDA. Now, in introduction to PDA, let us understand what is the need of the PDA. The first and primary concern in the mind of the student, that what is the need of the PDA. So basically PDA is nothing but, you can say, PDA is also a finite automata with memory element. इसकी बात करते हैं with memory element, and that memory element is known as stack. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? We call it as a stack. This is a stack. So this is a finite automata with stack. And what is stack? Stack is a last in first out data structure. So this is basically a PDA. We will understand it in more detail. But as you are aware about it, okay, this is related to type 2. ये किसको belong करता है? It belongs to type 2. You can say it belongs to type 2 gram. Yeah, you can say it accepts the type 2 grammars. इसको accept करता है type 2 grammars को. Type 2 grammars, or you can say context free grammar. You can call them context free grammar. Type 2 grammar, or you can call them context free grammar. Now let us understand it in more detail. So in as I told you that what is the need of PDA. Let us understand need of PDA. So there will be some limitations of finite automata. And what are the limitations of finite automata? Finite automata accept those states having finite length and it has finite number of states. It cannot accept the infinite languages, some of the infinite languages. And what are those infinite languages? The infinite languages, like say suppose you are having L tends to 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n, and say n is greater than equal to, you can say 0 or a 1, it's up to you. See, you are having n greater than equal to 1. So this language is generating all the strings having equal number of 0, equal number of 1. But how many? N is greater than equal to 1. Say, suppose if n is infinite, so how the number of zeros will be remembered? To remember each input, say each zero, we need one state. In case of finite automata, we need one state. So if n value is infinite, it means we need infinite many states. So it is not possible to construct DFA, not possible to construct DFA for such languages. To construct DFA for such languages, because it requires infinite many states. Because it requires infinite many states. Infinite many states. It is clear. And in case of DFA, DFA is a finite automata in which we are having finite number of states and finite set of inputs. I think this is clear to everybody. Now let us come to the PDA. So in the PDA, let us understand what is the model. As I have explained you, it is a finite automata with stack. So in case of finite automata, we are discussing the model of PDA. Model of PDA. So model of PDA contains an input tape there is an input tape of finite length. This is the input tape of finite length which is divided into different cells. This is our input tape divided into different cells, and say this is our finite state control. This is our, you can say, this is the head. You can say this is the tape head. This is our tape head, and this is input tape. This is input tape of finite length, which is divided into different cells, and say this is a finite state control associated with a stack. It is associated with a stack, and stack is a last in first out data structure in which push and pop operations are performed from the single end. That's why it is known as last in first out data structure. Say this is a stack, as you are aware, this is a stack, and say Z naught is the initial push down symbol in the stack. Z naught क्या represent कर रहा है? It is representing initial push down symbol in the stack, and say this is the input tape which is divided into different cells, and this is the tape head, and it is unidirectional in nature, as you are aware about it, and this is a finite state control. This is known as finite state control. It is similar to the finite auto. It reads the input from the input tape. Suppose there are the input 0011. So it will read the inputs from the input tape and push them onto the stack. All the symbols of this input tape will not be pushed onto the stack because we have to match them. क्या करना है? We have to match them. या हमें क्या करना है? उनको compare करना है. Suppose करो this language is having equal number of 0 and equal number of 1. So how we can verify them? We can push one type of symbol onto the stack and we can pop from the other symbol. If the stack is empty and there is no input symbol remains in the input string, then we can say that this string is accepted by PDA, otherwise it is not accepted. So this is the way how we will use the stack to check the given string belongs to the given PDA or not. This is basically related to the push down automaton. So basically this is the model of PDA. Now let us understand the tuple, its representation, and we will also discuss about along with the representation we will also discuss the string acceptance by PDA. Then we will start the construction of DFA with a small example like L is equal to 0 to the power n 1 to the power n. Is it clear to everybody? So in this case, say this is the model, how this model works. See in this case, for example, 0 is read by the tape head from the input tape. 0 will be pushed onto the stack. Then again 0 will come, it is pushed onto the stack. Now when the 1 will come, this 1 will pop 1 0, this 1 will pop another 0. If stack is empty or having the initial push down symbol Z node in the stack and there is no further input in the input tape, available, then you can say that that string is accepted by this PDA. This is the way how we will understand. So this is the basic part. Now let us move ahead and understand the tuples of PDA. So the PDA is represented by 7 tuples. किससे represent किया जाता है? It is represented by 7 tuples. Say PDA is represented by 7 tuples. Is represented by 7 tuples. किससे represent किया जाता है? It is represented by 7 tuples. Now let us understand what are those tuples. Represented by 7 tuples, and these 7 tuples are Q, sigma, gamma, del, Q naught, QF, and say Z and Z. Now let us understand each tuple one by one quickly. Many of the tuples are similar to the finite automata, where you can say that, say you are understanding each tuple, say where capital Q is a finite non-empty set of states, finite non-empty set of states. You can write it at your end. It is a finite non-empty set of states. Denoted by, कैसे इसको denote करेंगे? It is denoted by say Q0, Q1, and or you can say capital alphabets A, B, and so on. Similar to the finite automata. and you can say sigma is a finite. Again, this is non-empty, at least there should be one input. Similarly, sigma is a finite non-empty set of inputs. Non-empty set of inputs and denoted by, कैसे denote करेंगे हम इसको? It is denoted by small alphabets and 0 to 9 decimal as usual, or any other symbol that is required. Next is a Q naught is the initial state. It is an initial state, or you can call it as a starting state. This is the initial state. Then you are having QF. QF is a final state. QF is a final state, or you can call it as a set of final states. Z naught is the initial push down symbol in the stack. It is the initial मतलब first symbol in the stack, or you can call it as initial push down symbol in the stack. Push down symbol in the stack. And then you are having gamma. So gamma, what gamma represents? Gamma represents the set stack symbols. It represents the stack symbols. It represents the stack symbols. And last, we are having delta. So delta is a transition function. Delta is a transition function which maps. जो मैपिंग करता है, कैसे मैपिंग करेगा यहाँ पे? Which maps. The mapping will be Q into you can say gamma, or you can write it like this. Let me write it like this. Say Q sigma gamma. Oh, this is not, this is a highlighter. So I am using, say this is Q sigma gamma tends to Q gamma star. Tends to Q gamma star. इससे represent करेंगे Q gamma stars. Where capital Q is where capital Q represents the set of states, it represents set of states, or you can say it is a current state. Instead of writing set of state, let us write it as a current state. There is a current state. Your present state, you can call it as current state. Current state. This is the current input. This is the current input, and this is the stack top symbol. It represents the stack top symbol. Initially, it will be Z naught. Later on, which symbol will be on the top of the stack? That will be the stack top symbol. This is a stack top symbol, and it represents the next state. This capital Q is representing the next state. It is representing the next state, and this gamma star represent the stack symbols. Two topmost stack symbols. This gamma star represents the stack symbols. Instead of one, it is stack symbols. Usually we consider them either one or two topmost symbol, depending upon whether we are pushing the element or we are changing the state. So these are the some set of tuple that are used in the representation of PDA. So whenever the definition of PDA is asked, you have to write these 7 different tuples. I think this is clear to everybody. Now let us understand the PDA representation. इसकी बात करें, we are talking about PDA representation. The PDA can be representation. The PDA can be represented as ID, or you can call it as instantaneous description. This is ID, and ID is known as instantaneous description. Instantaneous description. This is called as instantaneous description. And next is the transition diagram. Next is the transition diagram. इसकी बात कर रहे हैं, we are talking about transition diagram, or you can call it as a transition diagram, or you can call it as a state diagram. You can call it as a state diagram. So whenever there is a state diagram or a transition diagram, you can also construct its corresponding transition table. You can also construct a transition table, or you can call it as a state table. State diagram, or you can call it as a transition table, or you can call it as a state table, or you can call it as a state table. Now basically in the PDA representation that we are going to study, we will study these two parts, that is ID representation and transition diagram representation. So how the ID, yeah, instantaneous description is represented. The ID is represented like, it is represented like, say there is a Q, comma W, comma Z. This is the ID definition. It represents the ID. ID means instantaneous description. Where Q represents the current state, where Q represents the current state, this is representing the current state. Initially, you will start from the initial state, but I am writing it as a current state. But you will start from the initial state. W is an input string. W is an input string, and Z0 is the topmost symbol in the stack. It is a topmost symbol in the stack. Topmost symbol in the stack. Topmost symbol in the stack. This is called topmost symbol in the stack. I think this is clear to everybody. So now these are the different representation. Transition diagram is similar to the DFA, but we are having certain other input as well. We are having the topmost symbol of the stack. We will construct a PDA, then we will understand that how we will construct the transition diagram or a state diagram. हम इस चीज को बड़े अच्छे से समझेंगे. Now the string acceptance by PDA. The string acceptance by PDA is of two types. We are understanding the string acceptance by PDA. किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? We are talking about string acceptance by PDA. This is related to string acceptance by PDA. So the string acceptance by PDA is of two types. It is of two types. That is acceptance by final state and acceptance by empty store. This is of two types. That is acceptance by final state, acceptance by final states, and acceptance by empty store, and acceptance by empty store. Now let us understand the difference between these two. So Tejas, I think you are there. So what is the difference between these two? Acceptance by final state means Z0 remains in the stack. It means Z0, that is initial push down symbol, remains in the stack. It remains in the stack. And in case of acceptance by empty store, Z0 is also popped. Z0 is also popped from the stack. Z0 is also popped from the stack. Using epsilon as input. Using epsilon as input. Using epsilon as input. String acceptance by PDA. This is the string acceptance by PDA. So this is a representation. Now how it will work, we will understand it with the help of an example. So the key point to remember about the PDA, the 7 tuples. PDA is a DFA, or you can say finite automata with, we can say finite automata because PDA is also of two types, deterministic pushdown automata and non-deterministic pushdown automata. So let us understand according to that part as well, because it came into my mind. So this is a PDA. PDA is also of two types. You can say this is the NPDA. You can call it as NPDA, or you can call it as NDPDA. That is NDPDA. And another one is a DPDA. The NDPDA stands for non-deterministic pushdown automata. It is a non-deterministic PDA. And another one is called as deterministic PDA. This is called as deterministic PDA. This is a non-deterministic PDA and this is a deterministic PDA. Hello Tejas or Rishabh. And this deterministic PDA, when we are talking about the deterministic PDA, the language accepted by non-deterministic PDA is known as non-deterministic context-free language. The language accepted by non-deterministic PDA is known as non-deterministic CFL. It is known as non-deterministic CFL, context-free language. This is non-deterministic context-free language, and in short, you can call it as NCFL. This is non-deterministic context-free language, and the language accepted by DFA, DPDA is known as DCFL. That is deterministic context-free language. You can call it as deterministic context-free language. क्या बोलेंगे आप इसको? You will call it as deterministic context-free language. And this phenomena, yeah, this deterministic and non-deterministic behavior is similar to the DFA and NFA. As you have studied in case of NFA, corresponding to one input, there are more than one transitions to the other state. In the same way, in case of NPDA, corresponding to one input, there are more than one transitions. And in case of DPDA, corresponding to one input, there is only one transition from one state to the other state. I hope this is clear to everybody. So now, these are the basic things that we need to understand about the push-down. Now let us move ahead and understand that the construction of PDA. Let us understand the construction of PDA. Let us have one basic example that to understand the concept of PDA. So देखिए by default PDA means DPDA. That is DPDA stands for deterministic push down automatic. Construct a PDA. Construct a PDA for the language. Construct a PDA for the language L is equal to 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n, where, say for example, you are having n is greater than equal to 1. क्या है आपके पास? You are having n as greater than equal to 1. We have to construct a PDA for this language. And I have already given you the example during need of the PDA. I have explained you that we cannot construct the DFA corresponding to such infinite languages. Because for the construction of DFA, we need infinite many languages to remember 0 part, to compare it with 1. So now let us understand how it will work. Say you are having, let us consider any string, say for example, you are having n is equal to 3. You are having the solution part, and say for example, you are having n is equal to 3. If you are having n is equal to 3, the string will look like 0 to the power 3, 1 to the power 3. It means there are 000, 111. This is the input. This is called the input string. This is called the input string. Now, as I told you earlier, what we will do, we have to find out that how we can create a PDA, yeah, how we will construct a PDA. We are having equal number of zeros and equal number of ones generated by this language. If n is equal to 2, 00, 11, and any number of zeros, equal number of zeros followed by equal number of ones. This is not related to the equal number of zeros and equal number of ones. Because in equal number of zeros and equal number of ones, 0 and 1 can appear anywhere in the string. But here it is strictly followed that the number of zeros followed by number of ones, and both of them are in similar quantity. So what we can do, we can push 0 type of symbols onto the stack, and we can pop them with the help of ones. If the string is having equal number of 0, equal number of ones, so at a time one input is consumed by the finite state control from the input tape, and it will pop only one symbol from the stack at a time. Is it clear? So 0 type of symbol, we will push them onto the stack, and with the help of ones, we will pop them. इसकी help से हम क्या करेंगे? We will pop them. Is it clear to everybody? So now, say for example, you are having a stack. I am constructing a stack, but I will construct the IDE transition diagram. We will do everything, but you need to have a patience and understand it very clearly, that part, the part that I am explaining to you. So for example, in this case, you are writing, say you are having Z0 as the initial push down symbol in the stack. This is the stack, and this is your input. So what will you do? Initially, say for example, you are writing the ID. We are understanding with the help of ID. ID means instantaneous description, you can say. So now you can understand it. Say you are having delta, initial state is Q0, initial input is 0, initial topmost symbol is Z0. This is comma Z. And you can understand it with the help of transition function. I have given you capital Q, sigma, and gamma. These are the 3 different parts. So now what we will do, we will push 0 onto the stack. So this will be represented like Q0 0 Z. कैसे represent करेंगे? Q0 0 Z0. It means 0 is pushed onto the stack. This 0 is pushed onto the stack. The first 0 came onto Z0. Now the rest of the zeros will come above the zeros. It means this transition function will be repeated when there is topmost symbol Z, 0. Now the topmost symbol is 0. So this transition function, say Q naught is the initial state, input is again 0, and your topmost symbol is also 0. So we will push this symbol as well onto the stack, 0, 0. So whenever there is a push operation, in case of push operation, we will represent two topmost symbols. We will represent two topmost symbols, and these are representing the push operation. What they are representing? They are representing the push operation. Now, the second one is recursive in nature. It is recursive in nature. Now you can push any number of symbols using this second transition function, because 0 is coming above 0. So you can push it, because in this system we are having 3 inputs, so it will also be pushed. Now your topmost symbol will point to this top 0. Is it clear to everybody? Now what we will do, because we have to prove that we are having equal number of zeros and equal number of, we can also represent it into the form of a transition function. So the transition function will look like, say you are having Q naught as the initial state, and in case of initial state, say 0 is the initial symbol, input symbol, and what you did, and Z naught is the topmost symbol, and you have pushed 0 onto the stack. In the same way, when 0 was the input, 0 is the topmost symbol, you have pushed 0 onto the stack. Now, there is a occurrence of 1, because it is deterministic in nature. There will be occurrence of input 1. When input 1 occurs, topmost symbol is 0. What is the topmost symbol? Topmost symbol is 0. So what will you do? You will pop it. Pop will be represented by epsilon, and you will change the state to Q1. You will change your state to the Q1. So how it will be represented as a transition diagram? You can represent it over here. So you are having Q naught state. Input symbol is 1. The current input symbol is 1. The topmost symbol is 0. The topmost symbol is 0. Now what will happen? We will pop, because we have to prove that we are having equal number of 0 and equal number of 1. So with the help of this one, we will pop this 0. This 0 will be popped, and state will be changed. Now this will be performed on the different state. So the Q1, and it is epsilon. This epsilon represents the pop operation. If there are two topmost symbols in the stack, then it represents the push operation, and this epsilon represents the pop operation. If there is a epsilon in a transition function, it represents the pop operation. Is it clear to everybody? Now, rest of the zeros will be popped by 1 on Q1 state. किस state पे pop होंगे? They will be popped on Q1 state. So what will you write? You will write it as, say 1 as the input, 0 is the, sorry, 1 is the input and 0 is the topmost symbol. Say second input is 1 and 0 is the topmost symbol, then again you will pop it. It will work recursively for all the ones present in the string. So now you are having, say del, your current state is Q1. Now you are on Q1 state. There will be input 1, topmost symbols Q0. So you can write it as, you will pop all these symbols. It will become Q1 comma epsilon. क्या बन जाएगा? It will be Q1 comma epsilon. Is it clear to everybody? So both of them. The first 0 is popped on Q0 state, and rest of the zeros will be popped on Q2 on Q1 state. All the symbols will be popped. Using using this, rest of the symbols will be popped. It will be called recursively for popping. This epsilon represent the pop operation. Basically, these two functions, yeah, these two transition functions are performing the pop operation. Is it clear to everybody? Now, there will be epsilon at the end of the string, because each string, all the symbols are you can say blank before it, and all the symbols are blank after it. Blanks are represented by epsilon. You can represent them as an empty. So when suppose करो I am constructing this PDA accepted by final state, किसके according कर रहा हूँ? Accepted by final state. So there will be epsilon as an input. You can write the transition ID first. So you are on Q1 state. Your input is epsilon. Topmost symbol is Z. So you can write it as Q2 comma Z. You have only changed the state, and that change state is the final state. This change state is the final state. So epsilon is the input, Z node is the topmost symbol. So it remains Z node as it is. We are not performing anything. So when there is only one symbol, one stack symbol, then it represents the state change only. It represents the state change. When there is a epsilon, it is pop. When there are two symbols, two topmost symbols of the stack, it represents the pop operation. So there is a Q2 state. ये क्या represent करता है? It represents a Q2 state. It represents a Q2 state. Is it clear to everybody? So this is a PDA accepted by final state because Z naught is in the stack. A क्या represent कर रहा है? It is a PDA for L is equal to A to the power 0 to the power n 1 to the power n accepted by final state. So this is a PDA accepted by final state. Now you can understand its string acceptance as well. Let us understand its string acceptance. How its string acceptance works. So you can say that this is the PDA. This is the PDA accepted by final state. Accepted by final state. Now there will maybe some doubts in the mind of the students. Let us understand the string acceptance part. That will give you more clarity. क्या करेगा? That will give you more clarity. So let us understand the string acceptance part. Let us understand the string acceptance part with the help of ID. And how this string acceptance work? You will write over here for the string acceptance. What will you do? So you are having Q0 as an initial state, 000, 111 as an input string, and initial push down symbol stack is Z0. ये क्या represent करता है? Z0. तो देखिए, in this case we use certain symbols like this symbol. This symbol is used for single step move. This is used for single step move. And this symbol is used for multi-step. This is used for multi-step move. किसके लिए वर्क करता है? It works for multi-step. Is it clear to everybody? Now let us perform the string acceptance only. देखिए, the state is Q0, input is 0, topmost symbol is Z0. Let us go back. Which transition function is satisfiable? Q0 is the current state, 0 is the input, Z0 is the topmost symbol. So 0 will be pushed onto the stack. 0 will be pushed onto the stack. So now it will look like Q0. Now the remaining string is 0011 0Z. When we represent the string acceptance, it contains all the symbols. Stack, we will represent all the stack symbols. Now you can understand the state is Q0, input is 0, topmost symbol is also 0. So which transition function will be called? This one. Q0 is the current state, input is 0, and topmost symbol is also 0. So it will be pushed onto the stack. It will be pushed onto the stack. So it will be represented like Q0, and this is the remaining string 0111, and you can write it as 00Z. You can write it as 00Z. Clear? Now again, the current state is Q0, input is 0, topmost symbol is also 0. Topmost symbol is also 0. So this is recursive function. This function is a recursive function. ये क्या कहलाता है? This is called a recursive function. So again, 0 will be pushed onto the stack. So it will look like Q0. The remaining string is 111, and say there are 000Z. Okay, there are 000Z. Now you are having Q0 as a current state. 1 is input and 0 is the topmost symbol. Let us go back. Q0 is the current state, 1 is the input, 0 is the topmost symbol. So this transition function is applicable, and this is for the pop. And state क्या हो जाएगी? State will be changed as Q1. State क्या हो जाएगी? Q1. So this one will pop this 0. So the state will look like, so this is Q1. There are 1100Z. क्या represent करेगा? It will represent 1100Z. Is it clear to everybody? Now you are on Q1 state. You are on Q1 state. Current input is 1 and topmost symbol is 0. Let us go back. So now this transition function is applicable. Current is Q1, input is 0, topmost, so input is 1, topmost symbol is 0. So it will also be popped. It will also be popped. Now rest of the symbols will be popped on Q1 state. This one will pop this 0. So it will look like Q1 1 0Z. It will be represented like this. Again, you can understand it that you are having 1 as an input, 0 as the topmost symbol, and Q1 is the state. So again, it will be popped. Again, there is a pop operation. You will write it as Q1 epsilon Z. Now you are having Q1 as the current state, epsilon is the input, and Z0 is the topmost symbol. So last transition function will be called. Q1 is the state, epsilon is the input, Z0 is the topmost symbol. So you will reach out to the final state, and Z0 remains in the stack. So it will be represented like Q2 epsilon Z. क्या represent करेंगे? Q2 epsilon Z. It is just a state change. And Q2 is the final state. So this string is accepted. you will call this string is accepted. Now what will happen when the string is not accepted? So this is a 0000111. We have considered this string. Now let us consider another string just to make it more clear. So now you are having a string, say Q0. This is the first string acceptance example for the same question. In the second case, say you are having Q0 as the initial state, 00111 as the input, and Z node is the current topmost symbol. Z node क्या है? Current topmost symbol. Now in this case, you are having 20 and 31. So what will happen in this case? Either the symbol remains in the input tape or the symbol remains in the stack. If this situation arises, then you will say that the given string is not accepted. Provided you may be on the final state, but if the symbol remains in the input stack or in the input tape or in the stack, then you will say that the given string is not accepted. So let us understand this one with the given example. So you are having Q0 as the initial is current state, 0 is the input, and Z node is the topmost symbol. So what will happen? This transition function will be called and it will be pushed onto the stack. It will be pushed onto the stack and it will look like say Q0. The remaining string is 01111. 01111 and it is represented like 0Z node. क्या कहलाएगा? It is called 0Z. Now you are having Q0, comma. Say again, you are having Q0 as the current state, 0 is the input, and 0 is the topmost. So this 0 will be pushed onto the stack. So the remaining string is 111100Z. Is it the case? I think this is clear to everybody. Now let us understand. You are having current state as Q0, input is 1, topmost symbol is 0. So let us go back and see the transition function. Which transition function is applicable? This transition function is applicable. देखिए, I am marking these symbols just for the explanation part. These are not the part of the question that you have to tick them or underscore them. Be careful about it. But if you are appearing for the GATE examination, the question will not be asked like that. The question will be asked that in the construction of PDA, how many minimum number of states will be there. So, but you need to understand the concept of designing. In GATE examinations, questions never repeat and concepts never change. So you need to understand the concept which is not going to change. Now you will pop it. This 0 will be popped by 1. So you will write it. Now the state will be changed. This 0 will pop. This 0 will be popped by this one. Now you are having 110Z. क्या represent करेगा 11,0Z node. So you are on Q1 state. Input is 1 and topmost symbol is 0. So all the remaining symbol will be popped on Q1 state. Now this is Q1, 1 and Z. Now let us see. Do we have any transition where Q1 is the current state, 1 is the input, and Z node is the topmost symbol? Let us see over there. We don't have any such transition function, or we don't have any such transition function in transition diagram. We can represent with the help of this or with the help of this. Both are the same. So in this way, now the string is having 1 as a symbol, and this is the non-final state. This is a non-final state, and there is a 1 is remaining in the input tape. 1 is remaining in the input tape, so you can say that the given string is not accepted. This is not accepted. String acceptance is similar in all cases. By consuming all the inputs, we are reaching to the final state. Is it clear to everybody? I hope this is clear to everybody. Now let us understand with the help of one more example. Again, if the designing of DFA is clear to all of you, then it is very easy for you to understand the designing of PDA. But it is little bit because we are having more number of terminals due to the stack. So let us construct one more example. So this is example number 2. This is the example number 2. Actually, chat is on my right hand side. That's why I'm looking at that place. Let us consider one more example. Construct a PDA to accept the following language. Construct a PDA to accept the following language. To accept the following language. To accept the following language, L is equal to, you can write it as say a to the power n, b to the power 2n, where n is greater than equal to 1, accepted by final state. accepted by final state. So we have to construct a PDA. So now let us understand it with the help of an example. इसकी help से with the help of an example. So in the previous example, we have also constructed a PDA. This is also accepted by final state. If we want to convert this PDA accepted by empty store, so what will happen in this case? Accepted by, in case of accepted by empty state, instead of using this transition function, we will replace this transition function by this transition. If I am, we have to replace this transition function, replace this by del q1 epsilon z naught is equal to q2 epsilon. It is equal to q2 epsilon. So when we replace this above transition function by this transition function, then this PDA will become accepted by empty store, because z naught is also popped. It means this is representing z naught is also popped. Z naught is also popped. It means it is representing acceptance by empty store. ये किसको represent कर रहा है? It is representing acceptance by empty store. It is representing acceptance by empty store. इसको represent कर रहा है acceptance by empty store. I think this is clear to everybody. So now let us construct a PDA for this one. Construct a PDA for the language L is equal to a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. So in this case, you can see the given language is a to the power n, b to the power 2n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. You can understand it with the help of an example. इसकी help से with the help of an example. So you are having n is equal to 1, the string is a double b, and when you are having n is equal to 2, string is double a 4b. Now you can understand it from this language as well. The quantity of number of b is just double the number of a. So what will happen in this case? In this case, we will push a type of symbol onto the stack, and to pop 1a. To pop 1a, we need to consume 2b. Okay. To pop 1a, we need to consume 2b. In the same way, to pop another a, we again consume 2b. So for each a pop, we need to consume 2b. So how it will happen? How we will consume 2b to pop one element? What we can do? For the first b, we will put into a cycle. क्या करेंगे? We will we can consider it as an empty cycle. We क्या करेंगे भाई? Our objective is to consume this input. So to consume this input, what will you do? We will put it into a cycle. क्या करेंगे? We will use, or you can say, we will use it for state change. We will use it for a state change. For a state change, and state change will be done in a cycle. किसमें होगा? In a cycle. And from the second B, देखिए, from first B we will state change, and from the second B we will pop A. क्या करेंगे? We will pop A. In the same way, this is the first B. For the first B we will state change, and from the second B we will pop A. Is it clear to everybody? Now this is the logic, and we have to implement this logic with the help of a PDA. So first of all, what we will do? First of all, we will construct the IID, and simultaneously we will construct the transition diagram as well. Is it clear to everybody? So I have implemented it. Let us consider it freshly as a fresh. We are having say double A 4B. Now we will push a type of symbol onto the stack. So your PDA will look like, so you will write it as del q naught a, z naught is the initial push down symbol on the stack. You can construct the stack as well. You can create the stack as well. So this is z naught, and their inputs, you are having different inputs, say a. So you can push it onto the stack. Say this is q naught az. ये क्या represent करेगा? It will represent q naught az. So this a is pushed onto the stack. This is pushed onto the stack. Now you are having another A, and your topmost symbol is A rather than Z naught. Now your topmost symbol is A. So now rest of the A will be pushed like this. Say Q naught A. A is the topmost symbol, and you will write it as Q naught A. क्या लिखोगे आप? You will write it as Q naught A. Is it clear to everybody? So a type of symbol will be pushed onto the stack with the help of this transition function, and this transition function is recursive in nature. This transition function is recursive in nature. Now what we will do? Now for the first B, you can also construct a PDA as a transition diagram. So this is your Q naught state, and on this Q naught state you have performed till now you have performed two operations, and both of them are the push operation. You are having A as an input, Z node as the topmost symbol, you have pushed it onto the stack. Then you are having A as an input, and A as a topmost symbol, and you have pushed it onto the stack. In case of push operation, we represent the two topmost symbol on the stack. You must keep it in your mind. For the push operation, you will always find out two topmost symbols on the stack. Now what will happen? There will be first B. There is the occurrence of first B. So for the occurrence of first B, what will you do? You will just change the state only. We will change the state only. Say this is Q naught. You are having first B. A is the topmost symbol. Again. Now this is the first B. A is the topmost symbol. So what we will do in this case, we will change the state only. We will not perform any operation, because I have explained you how we will consume two inputs to pop one element. For the first B, we will change the state, and from the next one, we will pop the A, so that we can prove that the number of B are double than the number of A. So we will represent it as a Q1A. We have changed the state only. So if we are having only one symbol, it is representing the state change. ये क्या represent कर रहा है? It is representing the state change only. In case of state change, we represent only topmost symbol, and in case of push operation, we represent two topmost symbol in these transition IDs. So on the Q naught state, you are having B as an input, A as the topmost symbol, so it remains as it is A. We are changing the state only. So now the state is Q1. Now on this Q1 state, there देखिए there will be second B. इससे हमने क्या कर दिया? खाली state change कर दिया. This is a state change. From second B we will pop this A. क्या करेंगे? We will pop this A, and the pop operation is performed on a different state. So what we will do in this case, say this is Q1 state, because we have already changed the state. Q1 input is B, A is our topmost symbol. So we will write it as Q2 comma. What we will write it as? We will write it as Q2 epsilon. That is, we are performing the pop operation. So what we will write? This is the Q1 state. B is the input symbol. A is the topmost symbol, and say this is epsilon. Then this state is a Q2 state. This state is a Q2 state. Is it clear to everybody? Now the question arises. So from 2B, in this case from 2B we have popped, you can say we have popped 1A. Using 2Bs we have popped 1A. You can understand it from here, or you can understand it from here. Is it clear? Now we are having another B. Now the state is Q2. Now the state changes Q2 due to pop. This epsilon represents the pop operation. Epsilon represent the pop. See, now you are on Q2 state. There will be input B. A is the topmost symbol. So what will you do? Now you have to change the state. So for the change state, we will send it back to the Q1. So you are having B as an input. A is a topmost symbol, and A remains as a topmost symbol. Oblique में क्या represent कर रहे हैं? As a topmost symbol. So it means the Q2 remains Q2, and Q2 will become Q1, because we are performing pop operation on Q1 state. This is Q1. It is representing Q1, and this is A. Is it clear to everybody? This is a cycle, and this is consuming one additional B, and then again there will be a second B. When there will be second B, in the second B, so for the second B on a Q1 state, so del on a Q1 state there will be second B. A is the topmost symbol, and you will change the state to Q2, and it will pop it. क्या होगा? ये pop हो जाएगा. So this second will be pop with this second. Is it clear to everybody? I hope this is clear to everybody. Now when all the input symbols are consumed, there will be epsilon as an input. क्या होगा? There will be epsilon as an input. So you can write it as del. क्या लिखेंगे आप? You will write it as del. So आपने लिखा था Q2B, A. हमने क्या कंसीडर किया था? Q0 से हम गए थे Q1 स्टेट पे. Now we are on Q2 state. Yes, we are on Q2 state. So the state is Q0. Input is epsilon, because all the inputs, all the symbols are consumed here. Remaining input is epsilon. Now Z0 is the only topmost symbol in the stack remaining. So now we have to construct a PDA accepted by final state. So Z0 remains in the stack. So what you will write? You will write it as Q3, Z. क्या करेंगे आप? You will write it as Q3 comma Z naught. Now there will be now you will represent it like this. Uh, you are having epsilon as an input, Z naught as a topmost symbol that remains as a Z naught, and Q3 is a final state. Q3 is a final state. So this is the transition diagram for this PD. Is it clear to everybody? So the question can be asked in the examination, the number of transition IDs in case of gate examination. The number of transition IDs while constructing the PDA for this language accepted by final state are. तो कितनी आईडी हो गई आपकी? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. These are 7 IDs. The question can be asked like the minimum number of states. The minimum number of states in constructing the DPDA for L is equal to A and B to N accepted by final state. So the minimum number of states are 4. Why? Because the minimum length string generated by this grammar is ABB. So you can try it with ABB. When you are using ABB, A will be pushed onto the stack. Then there will be a first B. For the first B, there is a state change that will be on Q1. When Q1, there will be B as an input and A is a topmost symbol. It will be pop and you will be on a Q2 state. After this string, there will be epsilon, and using epsilon, Z naught remains onto the stack. Z naught remains as it is, and you will reach out to the final state. Is it clear to everybody? Now let me represent the string acceptance for this as well. Let me represent the string acceptance for this as well. In the similar way, you can construct any type of question. Say you are having A and B 3n. If you are having number of quantity of B as 3n, so first two will be consumed as a state change. So for 2b, say for the language like A to the power n, B to the power 3n, what you can do? For the first 2b, you will increase this cycle. This is the cycle between two states. When you are having B to the power 3n, then this cycle will be between 3 states. When you are having B to the power 4, then this cycle will be among 4 states. Because we have to consume more inputs. We have to consume more B's to pop A. Let us understand the string acceptance for this. Let us understand the string acceptance for this. So dear student, this is the way to understand the PD. It is not difficult. We will come in the upcoming session. We will construct more DFA for the even palindrome, for odd palindrome, and for the various languages that we will do. So you are having input say double A and say you are having 4B. We are having the similar string. We want to check whether this is accepted or not. Say this is del. Q naught is the initial state. Z naught is the topmost. So Z naught is representing the topmost symbol. Now let us understand. Q naught is the initial state, A is the input, Z naught is the topmost symbol. So which one will be called? The first transition function will be called Q naught is the state, A is the input, Z naught is the topmost symbol. And this is corresponding to the push operation because it is representing the two topmost symbols. So you will see it over here, say Q naught. The remaining string is A 4 times B, and you will write it as AZ naught. You will write it as AZ naught. Now you are having Q naught state, A as an input, again A is a topmost symbol. So Q naught remains as it is Q naught, and it will represent 4B. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are double AZ. A क्या represent करेगा? It will represent double AZ. Now you are having Q naught as the initial state, B is the input, and A is the topmost symbol. Let us go back. So first B will be used to state change. The Q naught is the current state, B is the input, A is the topmost symbol. So we will change the state only. We will change the state only. So now the state will be Q1. This is used for state change. So the remaining string is triple B. The remaining string is triple B, and the input is double AZ. It is representing double AZ. Clear to everybody? Now in the same way, you are having B on a Q1 state and A is the topmost symbol. So let us see the transition function. This will pop the symbol. Q1 is the current state, B is the input, A is the topmost symbol. So it will pop it. It will pop it. So how it will represent? So this is a Q1 state, and after performing the pop operation, the state changes to Q2 state. Your state will become Q2. This is the Q2 state. The remaining, this B will pop this in. Now you are having 2B AZ now. You are having 2B AZ. Now on a Q2 state, there is a first B. Q2 state first B, A is a topmost symbol. So there will be a cycle. Now this cycle will work. Q2 state input is B, topmost symbol is A. You will go back to the Q1 state. You can understand it from here as well. Q2 is the current state, B is the input, A is the topmost symbol. You have to go back to the Q1 and A is the topmost symbol. So this is Q1 and this is used for state change only. Now B, A, Z. Now you are on Q1 state. Now you are on Q1 state. B is the up. Now this transition function will be followed. Q1 B A, or you can understand it. This transition will be followed. B is the input, A is the topmost symbol. It will be popped and state is Q2. क्या हो जाएगा? It will be popped and state will become Q2. So this is Q2 epsilon Z. Now epsilon as an input, Z naught is the topmost symbol, Q2 is the state. So what will become in this case? This is the Q2, epsilon as the input, Z naught is the topmost symbol, the state will become Q3 and Z naught remains onto the state. So this one will be followed. This one will be followed. So it will be represented like, so this is Q3 epsilon Z. Now Q3 is the final state, so it is XM. It is XM. In the same way, this is the homework for all of you. This is the homework for all of you. You should try it for say double A, triple B. You should try this string, whether this string is accepted by this PD or not. So dear student, overall, if you will see that what kind of questions can be asked in the examination, we can construct the PDF for all context-free languages and all context-free languages. And by default, you are aware that all the regular languages are the context-free languages. So it is not mandatory to construct a PDF, because if you are constructing PDF for the finite language, it means you are unnecessarily consuming or increasing the complexity, because there is a stack concept and additional memory you are using. So there is no need to construct a PDF for the regular languages, because it will consume more an additional and it will increase the complexity. So that's why there is no need to use the PDF for the regular language. So we will use the PDA only for context-free languages. It means they are not regular in nature. So overall, in the upcoming session, we will do some more problems like constructing the PDA. So in the upcoming session, so don't miss the upcoming session. In the upcoming session, we will learn, and there will be multiple sessions on constructing the PDA. In the upcoming session, we will learn how to construct a PDA, say like L is equal to A to the power n, B to the power m, C to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1, m is greater than equal to 1. And we will also construct a PDA for the languages like L is equal to, you can say it is for even palindrome, you can write it for odd palindrome. It's up to us कि कैसे हम उसको construct करना चाहते हैं. We can also construct the PDA for AN, BN, CN, where n is greater than equal to 1, m is greater than equal to 1. We will construct the PDA for even palindrome. किसके लिए? Palindrome strings के लिए. So palindrome can be even palindrome, all palindrome, or you can say, we will construct for the palindrome strings. Your language having the palindrome, WWR, WCWR for the palindrome. So palindrome, you will see that palindrome are those languages, palindrome are those strings in which their reverse is equal to the same string. The reverse of the string is equal to the same string. Or you can say that whether we read the string from left to right or right to left, you will read out them the same. So palindromes are of two types. Say if you are having a W and WR, when WR is the reverse of W. So when W is equal to WR, we call those strings as palindrome. We call them as palindrome. So these are of all length palindrome हो सकता है. It can be represented like all length palindrome. All string, there will be even or odd. All length palindrome, you can represent it like this. There can be even length palindrome. There can be even length palindrome. There can be even length palindrome. There can be even length palindrome, and there can be odd length palindrome. There can be odd length palindrome. It can be odd length palindrome. It can be odd length palindrome. Is it clear to everybody? So this is overall that we are going to discuss in the upcoming session. So I will suggest all the students that in the GATE examination, the pass percentage is less. So you can understand it, the 15 to 16% is the usual pass percentage of the GATE examination. And in the semester examination, you will see that in most of the cases, the pass percentage is about 90%. Why? Because the objective of semester examination is to pass the maximum number of students, while the objective of gate examination is to pass the less number of students. Or you can say the objective is to fail maximum number of students, and to increase the, yet to filter the students. To filter the student means to find out the quality student, basically. That is the objective of gate examination. I think this is clear to everybody, and we will meet in the upcoming session. And in upcoming session, we will do on the construction of PDF, and we will construct the PDF for different languages, like the languages listed over here, and we will consider one more examples. We will consider more examples for a dissimilar languages. So you should try in a homework. You can try in a homework. You people can try for the construction of PDF. This is the homework. You can try at your end. You should construct a PDF for A and B3N. A and B3N. This is B3N, where n is greater than equal to 1. And you can construct for, say, this is 1, this is 2. Construct a PDF. Try these questions for n, where n is greater than equal to. And you can also construct a PDF for this language, like a b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1. Is it clear to everybody? Chaliye. So let us stop the session right now. See you in the next session. Good night, dear students.